Hey everyone, so in this video we are going to learn about basic questions and answers in French language. So what are we going to do in this video? Let us just discuss that first. Now this video is going to be a kind of guide to the most common questions and answers which you can hear in your daily life, right? So whether you are a beginner or looking to refresh your previous topic or knowledge, this resource will absolutely gonna help you. So what are we gonna do? We are gonna navigate basic conversation and enhance our communication skills in French. So how are we gonna enhance our communication skills? Basically, the questions and answers which we are gonna discuss today are a part of the conversation, right? Our basic conversation, our daily conversation. So this implies that, of course, it is gonna enhance our conversation skills. Absolutely, right? So, first of all, let me just tell you that we have also uploaded a 7-day course just before this video. So you can go and check out that. I'll create a playlist of that after this video, okay? After uploading this video. Uh, One more thing, that after uploading that basic course, we had a lot of gap in between, and but I ensure, because of some technical problems, it was kind of that. But now I ensure that I'll not create that much long gap, although it may take, like, I may frequency would be less because I am a student, so I have to do a lot of studies, except this, right? So that's why I'm saying this, that frequency although would be low, but I ensure you that you will be taken from basic to the advanced level of French language. And other than that, frequency of kind of would be not more than 2 weeks, right? Every video will be uploaded after 2 weeks, 1 week, 7 days, 2 days, depending on my mood, that when I'm in the mood to teach, because that is the way it helps me to teach more effectively. So let's get started. Here is our first slide. So what are we going to discuss here? Again, some common questions in French, right? So the first one is, comment vous appelez-vous? How do we pronounce it? It is comment vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? What does this mean? What does this mean? This means, what is your name? And remember that it is very much formal. If you want to speak to someone who has a formal relationship with you, right? So you can speak this sentence to ask about his name, okay? What is your name? Okay? Comment vous appelez-vous? Another one is, comment tu t'appelles? What does this mean now? This again means, what is your name? But this is informal one, okay? So if you're talking to your friend, to your relative who is very much informal with you, very much close to you, you can say comment tu t'appelles, okay? Comment tu t'appelles? Now third one is, quel âge avez-vous? Quel âge avez-vous? What does this mean? How old are you? So here you can take a guess by seeing this, right? This is very similar to the word age in English, you know? So this is what you can take a guess over here, okay? And yeah, so vous means you. So basically, if you have a very less knowledge of, you do not have a good vocabulary, and you know a very basic words, then also you can take a guess, because French is very similar to English, okay? So if you know a very less of very few of the words of French, then you can absolutely take a guess by a few words of the sentence, right? So for example, over here, quel âge avez-vous? So here âge is very similar to age, so it might be talking something about age. And vous, we know that vous means you, so it is asking about your age, right? So how old are you? Okay, so this is the way you can understand sentences at a very basic level. But whenever, after going on forward and forward, you'll be able to learn many of the words, many of the sentences, you'll be hearing every day, you will be speaking, at that point of time you will be able to understand these things completely and speak it fluently. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Right now, next sentence, sorry, question is quel âge as-tu? So you can absolutely see the difference between these two. If you are a French knowledgeable person, if you have a bit of French knowledge, then you will be able to understand this, that it is the only difference between these two sentences, vous and tu. Okay, so vous and tu both means you, but you need to remember that vous is used for formal and tu is used for informal. Okay, so it is the same sentence but can be said to an informal person, right? A very close person. So how old are you? Next one is d'où venez-vous? D'où venez-vous? What does this mean? This means where are you from? Okay, this is a formal sentence, and again vous is converted into you. See, you would say, if you do not have a lot of knowledge, you must see about the verbs, verb video. You can check out that video, verb 1, verbs video, in which I explained verbs, conjugation of the verbs according to the subject pronoun. And here also this vous, as you can see over here, this vous. Okay, let me take a highlighter. This will help me highlight it. Here this vous and tu is the only difference I said, right? But if you do not know about the conjugation, you would say that one more difference is there, and that is nothing but this one, ave and a. So this is nothing but the conjugation, right? So you would say that ave and a is different because you do not know about the conjugation. But if you know that what is conjugation and what is verb, how are the verbs conjugated according to the subject pronoun, then you might know that ave and a both are the conjugation of same verb. And what is that verb? It is avoir, which means are, to be, all that things, right? Not to be, actually to be is être, but yeah, yep. Okay, so I just want to make you understand that these two are the conjugation of a single verb. Okay, these two are not different at all, right? So over here, mhm, over here and over here, you can see that the only difference between oh, these two is also vous and tu. And if you are again if you are unaware about the conjugation, then you would say that these two are also different, but these two aren't different. So if you want to learn conjugation of verbs, you can check out my previous playlist of 7-day basic course. In that you will be getting a video of verbs. I explained each and every verb in that. Not each and every, basically how the verb is conjugated. Okay, because you can't learn the whole verb, each and every verb of the language, right? So you need to learn how are they conjugated exactly. Okay, so but if you have any doubt still, then you can absolutely type in the comment section. Okay, and I'll reply to those, absolutely. Okay, coming on to the next one, it is où habitez-vous? Now again, if you are an intermediate and know a bit about French language, then you would know that habiter means to live and vous means you. So it is absolutely asking what about the place you live, right? So it is nothing but where do you live. Oh, it just, I don't know how all this happens. Yeah, where do you live? Okay, next one, but this is again because here vous was used, so formal. Where tu will be used, it will be informal. Fine, absolutely. Let me just erase this all. No, it looks so messy. Okay, yep. Here we are. Fine. Yep. Where were we? Yeah, here. So next one is ka faites-vous dans la vie? Que faites-vous dans la vie? What does this mean? So dans is a dans means in, okay, and we, see, que faites-vous, vous means you, we, what does we mean? Okay, let me leave it to you. You need to type it in the comment section because I want you to interact with me in some way. So type this down below in the comment section. You need to type the meaning of faites and we, okay? Don't forget to do this. What you're gonna type? The meaning of faites and we. Fine? Okay. So yeah, we were talking about this. So what does this mean? This means what do you do for living? Okay, we means, okay, let's leave it. You're gonna tell me this. Next one is que fais-tu dans la vie? Again, it is same. The only difference is tu and vous, right? So this means that this is used for informal and this is used for formal. Next one is quels sont vos passe-temps? So what does temps mean? It means time, right? And passe means pass. So it is something about asking about how do you pass your time. So what are your hobbies? So it is used for formal because wo, and yeah, so it is used for formal because of wo, right? Again, this wo, how am I getting it? Because I know about a bit of the basics of it, right? If you do not know about the adjective possessive, adjective possessive, you need to watch the video again, okay, and understand the basic of it, that where do you use wo, where do you use votre, where do you use votre, where do you use te, to, and all those things, okay? So here wo is used, it is basically related to vous, and te is used, so it is related to tu. Henceforth it is informal and it is formal. Fine, I hope you have understood this, and let me just write what I asked you to write down in the comment section. Type down in the comment section meaning of we and meaning of faites. Okay, so this is your homework. Okay, this is your homework. Task. Okay, fine. Coming on to the next slide. Here we are. So the first one is how are you? Okay, these are a bit more basic questions. Those were a bit difficult, so I wanted you to first of all go on to that so that you try to understand those, and when you will now try to understand these, you will be able to understand them easily because these are easier than those. Okay, good. So how are you? How it is asked in French? It is asked as comment ça va? Comment ça va? And how will you respond to it? Ça va bien, merci. Et toi? Ça va bien means I'm doing well. And merci means thank you. Et toi? Et means and, toi means you. So ça va bien, merci. Et toi? What is your name? It is asked as comment tu, okay, comment t'appelles-tu? Comment t'appelles-tu? Very similar to this one we have already did, so I'm not explaining it so much. So it, how would you respond to it? Je m'appelle, whatever your name is. For example, if my name is, again it is just an example, if my name is Ruby, then I'll say je m'appelle Ruby. My name is Ruby. Okay, where are you from? D'où viens-tu? Again we have discussed this. How would you respond to it? Je viens de For example, I'm from India, so I would say je viens de Inde. If I'm from France, I would say je viens de France. Okay, I come from whatever country or cities. How old are you? Quel âge as-tu? Again, we have discussed it. J'ai, for example, if I am 10 years old, so I would say j'ai 10 ans, right? 10 ans. Okay, this is D, which means 10. Fine. Okay, next one. What do you do? Que fais-tu dans la vie? What do you do for a living? Je suis, whatever your profession is. For example, if I am a chef, I don't know what. Okay, whatever your profession is, I would not absolutely comment on this. So you would absolutely can say this. Je suis, whatever your profession is. Okay. Do you speak French? Parles-tu français? Parler means to speak. Parles-tu français? Oui, un peu. Yes, a little. What time is it? Quelle heure est-il? Il est whatever time it is, okay? Can you, okay, my just accent got so much French. Can you help me? Peux-tu m'aider? Oui, bien sûr. Bien sûr. Yes, of course. Where is the bathroom? Où sont les toilettes? Les toilettes sont là-bas. The bathroom is over there. What do you like to do? Qu'est-ce que tu aimes faire? Qu'est-ce que tu aimes faire? What is your hobby or what do you like to do? So j'aime, whatever your hobby is, okay? So this was all the basics of the questions and answers, basic conversation of our daily life. I hope you liked this video. If you liked, please comment down. I want to see your comments. I don't want to see your likes or subscribes. Just comment down below. Thank you very much. Merci. See you soon. Bye bye.